Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2022. The album. The Return of Gabbie Hanna. There's a hair on the end of my... I hope that's not from lipsticks. Dad. Av. Rock on, gold dust woman. Boost. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. Did you guys have a good weekend? Let me tell you about my weekend, okay? I went to go get my hair cut this weekend. My husband and I had back-to-back appointments, and while I was sitting in my hairstylist chair, I was sitting there and, listen, okay, I'm gonna be 50 this month. This is my 50th birthday month. I'm the oldest drama channel in the world. Don't even worry about it, okay? I'm the oldest drama channel east of the Mississippi in the United States, okay? That's my claim to fame. Anyway, I can't see anything without my reading glasses, right? So I was sitting there, and I said to her, I said, can I see your shears for just a second? She's like, yeah, what for? And I said, well, there's hair that's like hanging off my beard. I can see it, right? So I don't put on my reading glasses, and she hands me these shears, and so this is so embarrassing, you guys. So I like go to clip this hair, but I'm thinking that the shears are like here, and they're actually like right here, and if you can see, I cut like... I have never had my ears pierced, but now it looks like I did. So I had to like put this liquid Band-Aid stuff on it, and oh my God, it was a mess of trouble. So that was my weekend. And I caught up on TV shows. Let's see. I finished Shining Girls last night on Apple TV. It was fantastic. I caught up on Legendary on HBO Max. Love that show so much. And let's see, what else did I watch? Oh, I'm watching Night Sky with Sissy Spacek. It's really good, but kind of a slow burn as far as shows. Oh, and then I got caught up on The Staircase, and I also finished Under the Banner of Heaven. So all of my shows are caught up now. I got Real Housewives of Dubai, watch that. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Real Housewives of Atlanta. Got caught up on that. I have to tell you, I was kind of at first... Well, I should save this for a whole video of Housewives, shouldn't I? But I was kind of at first like a real like Diana Jenkins fan. She's a new housewife in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but I'm not so sure I really care so much for her anymore. I don't know. It's just, she's always so braggadocious about stuff. And I'm like, do you realize like the majority of the people that are watching you, like, you know, they're watching you when they get home from the grocery store. I can't relate. I'm not that bougie. But anyway, today we're going to talk about... Gabbie Hanna, welcome back. Did you guys ever watch Welcome Back, Kotter back in the day? Welcome back to the internet, the Gabbie Show. Welcome back. So, okay. Gabbie's been very busy the last year. So, Gabbie Hanna is back to the internet. Now, for those of you that are huge Gabbie Hanna, the Gabbie Show fans, Gabbie Hanna's back. I got good news and I got bad news. That was what I was supposed to say first, and I didn't. Welcome back. I got good news and I got bad news. Okay, now you already know the good news and the bad news. For those that love Gabbie Hanna, you get the good news. The good news is Gabbie Hanna's back. For those that don't like Gabbie Hanna, I got bad news for you. Okay, Gabbie Hanna's back. But for those of you that do not like Gabbie Hanna, I also have some good news for you too. See, people ask me, they're like, do you ever make mistakes in your videos? All the time. Y'all just don't know that they're mistakes, right? If I like do that with my fan and it drops on the floor, I just pick it up and I go, ah, you know, like whatever. Listen, we just include the edits over here, okay? This is like old... school YouTube over here back in the day. You know, we didn't do all the jump cuts and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, for those of you that do not care for Gabbie Hanna, I have good news for you as well. I watched her welcome back video, okay, so that you didn't have to. It's only like 4 minutes, and let me see how long it is. I gotta turn down the volume on this. It was so boring. It is, well, it's on the ads right now. So I think it was like 4 minutes and 35 seconds or something like that. So we're going to talk about that in just a second, her comeback. Now, she has said, because I'm going to refer to this in the video, She has said in the description box, hold on a second, it looks to me basically like a TikTok. It's even like that way, you know, not sideways. Anyway, she says in the description box, hello, I took a year off and I think I'm back. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Follow my journey in art, business, life, health, home decor, travel, health, and healing. And then she put GabbyHannahOfficial.com. Now, I don't know why you would want to follow Gabbie Hanna's business advice, okay? Is she going to put out a book and go, How to Become Successful with Gabbie Hanna? Because that is a book, also as well as her poetry, that I probably wouldn't want to read, okay? I'm just saying, if I know anybody, what she should write a book about is called How to Ruin Your Career and Come Back and Still Not Take Accountability. That's the book I think that Gabbie Hanna should write, okay? And don't come over here and say that I'm being mean and all that kind of stuff. I'm just telling the truth. It's all just straight up the truth. If you don't like the truth, I don't know what to tell you. You go watch a bunch of Gabbie Hanna old vines or something. I'm sure there's some compilations of those. She still lives in that world, so there's probably some compilations of that on YouTube. I'm sure of it, right? So I watched this video, and then I was like, you know, first of all, it seems interesting to me because I didn't think Gabbie Hanna was gone a year. Okay, now we know that she knows how to use the keyboard. I'm kind of shouting a little bit, aren't I? Oh my Lord, I need a drink in my refresher. My cousin Caroline, she comes and picks me up once a week. She picked me up on Friday, but she picked me up again today. And so we were running around. We had brunch at Cafe Patachou, and then she took me to get crumble cookies. And we went to Costco, and we went to Trader Joe's and all kinds of stuff. But we're real into the refreshers now. She gets so excited. She's like, I'm getting a refresher. So today, the last week, I introduced her to the strawberry refresher. Today, I introduced her to the mango dragon fruit lemonade refresher. I told her, I said, next time you're getting a pink drink, okay? Because if James Charles has to drink the pinkity drinkity, so do you. So anyway, hold on, I need a sip. Now, I know Gabbie Hanna, she's real good with a keyboard, okay? She's taken to the keyboard and stuff like that. She just types real fast. Let me pull up some direct messages, texts, and everything else. No, Tati, no, she's not a Christian. I don't think that Gabbie Hanna knows how to use a calendar, okay? Or maybe calculate days in a year. Like, we know that there's 52 weeks in a year, right? We know that there's 365 days in a year. But I don't know that I think that Gabbie Hanna knows that, okay? I don't know what calendar she's using, but she hasn't been gone a year. It hasn't been a year. And the reason I know that is, first of all, I looked up some articles about when did Gabbie Hanna leave the internet. So let me help share a little, just parts of this with you. This one is dated July 20th, 2021. And this is from Dexerto, from Ed Barnes. And it says, Gabbie Hanna claims she's permanently quitting internet with most bizarre video yet. YouTuber Gabbie Hanna has announced that she will be offline entirely from here on out, as she felt her mental health was being compromised. And I think if that's the case, then she should take time off the internet. The announcement comes after several months of drama with other influencers, including Trisha Paytas. And I'm not going to do a whole history lesson over there, over here. I think that we remember all of her and Trisha Paytas' back and forth. Remember that, I will just give you a short one, is when Gabbie Hanna told Trisha Paytas that they were friends, and Trisha Paytas was like, I don't know you, I don't know who you are, okay? And then she swore that she was like the best of friends with her, and that Trisha Paytas told her that they were best of friends, and Trisha was like, girl, I don't know you, and stuff. Do you remember all that? But then what happened, okay, after all of this, was that Gabbie Hanna came out with a string. It was basically like a mini series of, I'm going to take all of the YouTubes down and every YouTuber I've ever interacted with. And she came for Jessie Smiles several times, and not to her advantage. It didn't work to her advantage. And then she came for Joey Graceffa and Daniel Prada, like two of the most loved YouTubers ever, and just made herself look like a complete fool. Still has not taken any accountability for it. Still has not said, hey, I was lying, when Joey and Daniel came out and proved that she was lying. On and on and on, right? With video footage. With video footage, and she still is like, who, me, what? It's just another manic Monday, Gabbie Hanna. So anyway, she's, you know, still acting like there's nothing going on, there's nothing wrong. Then what does she do in October? Well, we'll get to this in just a second. She takes down all of her videos, she takes down Instagram, she does that, she leaves the internet, okay? Not in July, really. She stops posting, kind of. But between that point, she was still being problematic. I know for a fact that she went on drama alert, or not drama alert, but she went on Keemstar's podcast in between then, because I was on vacation when that came out, and that I think was in August or September. So it has not been a year, okay? And not that I feel like it has to be a year to the date, but if you're going to claim that you took a year off of the internet, learning about yourself, bettering yourself, whatever, why don't you tell us about that journey? Why don't you tell us what that was like for you and how you really grew as a person? Unless the way that you grew as a person was by smoking non-stop blunts on a daily basis. But I guess that's her therapy, because we're not really hearing a whole lot more. So the article goes on to say, Hannah posted attached a lengthy caption making the announcement to her latest YouTube video posted on July 20th. The video shows Hannah naked in a bathtub singing a song titled "Sorry, I'm Late." Speaking on the subject of her career and fame, Hannah said, "I knew coming into this that it would be difficult, but I wasn't able to handle it the way that I thought it was." Again, Hannah not taking any responsibility whatsoever for her actions. And then it goes on to say, Hannah went on to say how she hates being caught up in drama online. Girl! You put yourself right in. You put your right foot in. That's the new Gabbie Hanna theme song, okay? The Hokey Pokey. Because she is literally the Hokey Pokey. She's putting her right foot in, she's putting her left foot in, she's putting her whole self in, and she's turning herself about. But she don't like drama, girl. She has said that so many times. I'm so over it. That is the biggest laugh riot in the world. She says that after posting a recent series of videos on her channel, the ones where she came for everybody, I took a step back into the real world where I'm a pretty happy and chill person. Online, I'm a version of me that I really can't stand. Hannah also discusses, and then it goes into talk about like all this other kind of stuff. Hannah has had several feuds with other influencers over the last few months. One of the most well-known is her feud with fellow influencer YouTuber Trisha Paytas. The YouTuber called Paytas obsessed, effing nasty, and the Perez Hilton of her generation. In the 41-minute video that was posted on her channel. In another video, she claimed YouTuber Jessie Smiles was her abuser. Many viewers called Gabby's comments disgusting and delusional, and Smiles later responded to the accusation. Joey Graceffa once described Gabbie Hanna as being truly awful. This was after she put out a video accusing the video creator and Daniel Prada of cruelty and bullying in June 2021. This is on the set of The Escape the Night. And it goes on and on and on. Okay. That was July of 2021. Now, what's interesting about that is that just down here, October 24th of 2024 on Daily Soap Dish, probably one of the most reputable newspapers online, YouTube star Gabbie Hanna deletes channel and Instagram leaves the internet. In the last few months, Gabbie Hanna has gotten into trouble with the entire internet for her erratic behavior, particularly on YouTube and other social media. But this time, it looks like something took, because Gabbie Hanna has done the unthinkable in the social media world. She has simply deleted her entire YouTube. Now there's some speculation that she just privated the videos, but her entire social media has been wiped clean, including the series that she said she was going to refer anyone to when they asked about past drama. And then it goes on to talk about her Instagram and on and on and on. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm confused about. Please help me, help me, help me. Listen, Linda. Oh my God, I forgot about that video so much. And my cousin Caroline today, she was like, my mom loved that video so much. Okay, do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's a little kid, and he wanted a cupcake in the kitchen, and so he like stole it himself. And he went to his grandma after he went to his mom, and his grandma told him no, and so then he came back, and so his mom's talking to him, and he's like, listen, Linda, if you have never seen it, it will literally make your day. Look up Listen Linda on YouTube, okay? It's hilarious. Listen, Linda, okay? I'm confused about a few things here. First of all, it hasn't been a year yet, okay? It hasn't even been a year since the first description box thing, okay? Second of all, it hasn't been a year since October. Third, she continued to do podcasts. They're listed on her thing from 3 to 6 months ago. She continued to do podcast interviews with other people's channels, okay? She took a little bit of time off Twitter, but then she came back and started posting on it again. She also started posting on Instagram months ago, okay? And continued to make TikToks. So I'm just asking, I mean, you know, it's like, if you go to the grocery store and they tell you that they're out of orange juice, and you're like looking at the thing and you're like, but they have like 6 different kinds of orange juice, and they're like, yeah, but we're out of orange juice. And you're like, but you're not out of orange juice. It's like right there. And they're like, what are you talking about? We're out of orange juice. Okay. It's pretty simple math. Now, like I said, I know that Gabby Hanna knows how to use the keyboard. Okay. But I don't know that she knows how to use a calculator. Because that doesn't imply that Gabby Hanna has been back. Because I'm like, let's just go look. You know, she said she was back to YouTube, okay? So I'm going to go and just like look at her YouTube underneath here. Hold on a second. Let me pull it down. The Gabby Show. She has a music video, I Sold My Soul, from 2 months ago. Rewired 5 months ago. I Don't Want to Live in This Moment, 6 months ago. Do You Think I'm Pretty? That's 6 months ago. So it's all music, right? I mean, it's not the Gabby Show videos. But she always puts things in the description box of like how, let's put on here, her last music video and see what she said. Hold on a second. Please download the music, follow. So she's never left TikTok and all that kind of stuff. And she's always sending messages through her music and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But there was something on here. Where did I see it? The Gabby Show, the podcast. I saw those on there. I literally just pulled this up and it was the Gabby Show. How did I miss it so quickly? Or maybe I was looking somewhere else. I don't know. But she hasn't left the internet. Well, yes, she's back to YouTube. But she never left the internet for a year, okay? And this is my thing about the whole situation. She kind of says, hold on, I screenshot it. She puts a comment up on the video. It's like the pinned comment. And she says, hey, welcome back. Yeah, y'all, I took a whole ass year off. No, you didn't. You didn't take a year off, okay? I think I'm ready to be back, fully back. I've had an insane year to catch you up on. Please like and subscribe and comment a question about my year below. And people are like, well, you've kind of shown your whole year through your Instagrams and TikToks and everything else. The other thing is she says like on there, something about she doesn't know like how to come back, or she says something in the video about like I'm not really sure how I'm going to come back, but I think I'm going to show you like house tours. And the video is this. It's her showing a little bit of her house, and then she goes to the grocery store and she shows coffee creamer that she got and this stuff, and then something about her tattoo. It's like 4 minutes long, and that's what it is, right? I mean, it's basically like she filmed TikToks and put them together, or on her iPhone, she kind of just filmed like, it's just people on there. Here are the comments. You guys want to hear a lot of the comments? So it does not look like that she is deleting comments. The reason why is because I screenshot some of them. And people are saying, and there are a lot that are both ways. I'll give her credit. Back with no credibility. As soon as I finally got over my attraction to you, this pops up. Well, back to therapy it is. I love your energy and I missed you. There's a positive one. You didn't take a year off. You never actually left social media for even one day. Looks at everyone. Do y'all not remember WTF she did? Yeah, it hasn't been a year. It's been 6 months at most. It definitely hasn't been a year. There's no way. And then somebody says they've been watching her since fine. We'll continue to watch for the foreseeable future. So the lack of accountability continues in the 2019 SHI show, gonna be shoved away and not addressed because you've taken the time to find yourself. And that's what I kind of want to address, right? It's like, here's my issue with Gabby Hanna and all of the other YouTubers out there. You know, James Charles comes back with this I'm desperate video that was pathetic at best. And then he even like takes that video down and doesn't really address it any further. You know, Shane Dawson, to me, he's addressed a little bit of it at the beginning, and then Simpson hasn't. Jeffree Star, I mean, it's always this contrived thing. Trisha Paytas, it's the same thing. Trisha Paytas never takes accountability for anything. You know, Tati Westbrook is really, I think, the only one that kind of took some accountability and said, I can't really talk about a lot of this because of legal, but I feel like she did. And Jaclyn Hill, I feel like, kind of addressed things and talked about how like that was the hardest part of her life, but it was like, this is what happened, but feel sorry for me. And I feel like with a lot of these YouTubers, and I'm just talking about the ones that I cover on a regular basis, I feel like with a lot of these YouTubers, and I have to say, in saying all that, I feel like Shane Dawson is probably the one that came the closest in the past to kind of addressing all the issues. Like, if Gabby Hanna wants to clean this up and come back and have a real career, like, this is what I don't understand, okay? You've worked on building your platform over the years, okay? you have this platform that you're so protective of and, you know, pays your bills and whatever, but you're not really willing to do what is necessary. I mean, like, this is where these people, like, they need PR people so bad to tell them, right? Because I don't even think Gabbie Hanna needs to get in a video. And this is just my 2 cents as far as Gabby's business is concerned, okay? I think, personally, I would love to see a video where Gabbie Hanna got in and took accountability for what she did to Jessie Smiles, Joey Graceffa, all of them, right? Do I think that's going to happen? Do I think that Gabbie Hanna has the capacity to do that? No, I don't think that she has the capacity to do that. But do I think that Gabbie Hanna has the capacity to say what is necessary in a video to save her career? Yes, I do, because I've seen her do it before. I've seen her weave and, you know, tapestry and, I don't know, scrapbook and whatever, quilt her way into some kind of belief system for her fans, okay? If she got in a video and she said, listen, you guys, y'all, my battery died already. Okay, so I had it charging too. It must have been one of my old batteries. So anyway, if Gabbie Hanna would come out in a video, okay, and she would say, hey, and it would just be a career-saving video, okay? I'm not saying I would agree with this video. I'm not saying that I would think that it was honest or authentic or genuine or any of that, because I don't know that Gabbie Hanna has the ability to do that. But I think for her to say, like, I don't know really what to do to go forward, for her to come out in a video and say, hey, listen, you guys, I don't know how long it's been since I've been gone from YouTube. 3 months, 6 months, a year. It's felt like a really long time. And I've really, really missed being gone from YouTube, you know? Yes, I have been on other forms of social media. I've been on Instagram. I posted my music. I have been on, you know, Twitter. I've been on TikToks. But I miss being on YouTube. And I miss doing The Gabbie Show. And I want to come back. So I think some things need to be discussed before I do that, you know? I don't know what I was thinking when I put out that series of videos. Like, I feel like at that point, I needed to get my truth out there and have my truth be told or heard. And maybe my truth is different from other people's truths, you know? And do I think I'll ever be friends with those people again? Probably not, you know? But it was never my intention to hurt people. And I just want to come back and do what I loved. That is so little to expect somebody to do. And this is my thing, right? Is that all of these YouTubers act like if I'm gone for long enough, that equals the fact that I'm a changed person. I'm a changed person. I'm so changed. Let me tell you what my last year was about. I did lots of art and I drank creamer in my coffee and I rearranged my house. That does not equal internal emotional change that you're working on yourself, okay? Like, it just doesn't, period. And listen, I have smoked enough pot in my past to know, I'm sober today, but I have smoked enough pot in my past to know that no amount of smoking pot is, I'm sorry if you believe that this is otherwise, but my experience says that no amount of smoking pot is going to make you see the light of the spirit, the sunshine of the spirit, okay? It's just not. And that's what she's mostly posted, is her smoking blunts on the street. She's like a 15-year-old girl. You know what I mean? And I'm like, girl, take some accountability for your actions. You want to show us the remodel of your house that you have done by screwing all these people over? On the heels of that, on the heels of your monetized videos, screwing people over, take some accountability, you know? Hey, listen, I think we all, and I'm not saying that Gabbie Hanna's a villain, okay? I'm not. But I think we all like a good villain in movies, but even they take accountability for being the villain. You know what I mean? It's like and the thing is that I do believe Gabbie Hanna, I just don't think that she really gets it. Like, I do think that Gabbie Hanna is somebody that if she really had the truth in front of her and somebody that was willing to say that she trusted and she supported, like, Gabbie, you just aren't seeing things the way that they are. And she's like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And they're like, no, Gabbie, you don't. And if you took accountability for it and you looked at this situation, it would be freeing to you, right? Because you wouldn't have to blame every aspect of your life on other people, because you could take accountability for it and say, what's my part in this? What can I do? What can I control about that? But she's not willing to do that. And neither are many of these YouTubers that stay stuck and their careers just plummet. I don't really have a lot of hope for Gabby Hanna's career going forward. I don't think people are going to care about the Gabby show. I don't think they care about her being a Viner anymore. I mean, that's been 10, 15 years at this point. People are like, people that were watching Vine, I mean, they're having grandkids at this point. True story, they are, you know? And I just think they don't care anymore about Gabby Hanna the Viner. The only person that cares about Gabby Hanna the Viner is Gabby Hanna the Viner. And it goes on and on and on, you know, about they don't care about the Gabby show, they don't care about her music. And it's like she has this young audience that is still focused on the story that she's selling from 10 years ago. And she can't get out of that and evolve. And so every time she loses subscribers or loses views, she blames it on the fact, you know, I mean, honest to God, I know, listen, it's not like Trisha Paytas is any kind of like, let's put it on, you know, I mean, she's not like any kind of truth teller, okay? But I do think that when she, like the whole thing was going back and forth with her and Gabby, and she said, listen, Gabby, like I've been irrelevant too. Like my videos haven't done well for long periods of time. Like it's not the internet, it's you, right? There's so much truth to that, and I just don't understand why Gabby isn't able to see that, and why she doesn't see that she's the one that's able to fix this. She's the one that was able to fix this, and she was the one that could have stopped things. And I said it back then, and I'll say it again. She's the one that ruined her own career. So when all these people want to say, you know, like, oh, poor Gabby Hanna, Gabby did this to herself. And Gabby Hanna can fix it herself too. She could get in a video. I would live, honestly. If Gabby Hanna wants to get some credit from some people, get in a video and own your crap, okay? Get in a video and say, you know what, Jesse Smiles, I apologize. I should never have said the things I said again about you. I am so sorry. You know, and besides the fact that the timing was horrific, it was never mine to say in the first place. Daniel and Joey, you are absolutely 100% correct, and I did not act professionally on the set of Escape the Night, and I owe you a huge apology. You know, I think the thing with her and Trisha Paytas is a completely different story. But I think if she took accountability for that and said to my fans that I put through all the drama of the last year and then said I don't like drama, and I was literally the one, like, putting all the drama out there, like, I apologize, you know? Like, I feel so blessed to have a fan base that continues to buy my music and follow me and will continue to watch me going forward. If she would do that, I would be blown away. I would be blown away. I'd be the first one to get in a video and say that I was really impressed with the growth of Gabby Hanna. But I can't say that because she hasn't done that. So until she does, welcome back. I love you guys. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, and you do the hokey pokey. Bye, Gabby. Peace.